I'll start by saying, I'm obviously, to say I'm proud of these guys is probably the biggest understatement I've ever made. But we beat a great program, a storied program in Arizona, a very good coach in Sean Miller, and a good Cal team, a good Oregon team, and a scrappy Utah team to get here. So, I want to recognize our opponents, and it wasn't easy, but I'm telling you, before this game, we talked about it as a group. If you believe in destiny, you believe in the Colorado Buffaloes, because it was meant to be for us. We dedicated this game beforehand to Corey Higgins, Levi Knutson, Marcus Relford, Trent Beckley, Javon Coney, and Alec Burks. And I know a lot of you guys in this room may not know those 6 guys, but those 6 guys sat in my home last year on Selection Sunday for their last opportunity to go to the NCAA tournament, and they were snubbed. And that inspired us. Okay, they picked us 11th. That inspired us. And what these guys have done over these last 4 days is something that college basketball is all about. And we recruit good kids that are from good families that have a high degree of character, because you cannot win championships without it. And our whole locker room is full of them. And you see 3 of them up here before you right now. So I'm just so proud of these guys, and we'll answer any questions that come our way.
Ted, you had said that, or talked about fatigue possibly being a factor in this game. Did you ever see the point where your team was really getting tired?
Well, at times. We tried to sub as quickly as I saw long faces out there. I tried to get in, even if it's just for a few seconds. And, hey, fatigue is a factor in every tournament. They played 3 games in 3 days. We played 4 and 4. But, we got nobody to blame but ourselves. If we'd have taken care of business against Oregon State late in the regular season, we wouldn't have had a 4th game in a row. So, but again, it was meant to be, and these guys took it on as a challenge. We came here on a mission, and fatigue was a factor, but it was a factor for both teams.
Beth Harris, AP. This is for Carlin. Just take us through your windmill move there at the end.
I was just going to the rack strong, something the coach was preaching every time out, and wasn't going to be lackadaisical, so I just attacked the basket and jumped it on my mic.
Coach Kevin Dannon with the bootleg. Walk us through that last play. How are you guys able to lock up so well defensively?
Well, again, we didn't finish very strong. Obviously, we turned it over. We missed some free throws. We didn't execute offensively really good down the stretch, except for Carlin's dunk. I think that was our first basket in like 8 minutes. We've gone on droughts all year. But you rely on your defense. You rely on your rebounding. We beat this Arizona team in Boulder the same way on a stop. It's appropriate that it ended that way. It shouldn't have been that close, but our guys did what they had to do. And, again, it just shows the perseverance. And, we do a drill. We call it the bubble drill. And we put a bubble on our basket with 4 or 5 minutes to go, and we have a lead. And the only way you can win the game is by getting stops. And that drill, Carlin alluded to it in one of our timeouts. Our players believe in it, and it won us the game tonight.
Michelle Smith, Pac-12.org. Carlin, can you talk about that stretch to start the second half where you guys built the lead, and how big did you feel like that was in the end?
Yeah, it was a very big stretch that we came out the second half being aggressive, executing the offense and defense. Guys were making plays. Guys were making the right reads, whether it was passing, scoring, and getting in the passing lane. So just a credit to all of my teammates. We just really wanted this, and we weren't going to be denied.
Austin, what does this moment mean to you, given all you've been through in your career, including Selection Sunday last year?
It's hard to explain in words what it means. There's been so many ups and downs for the last 4 years, but I've just treasured every moment at CU for the last 4 years. The tough ones have only made me a better person, along with my teammates, and we couldn't have got to this point without going through ups and downs. And I think that's a testament to our team, and we just came together today and played through ups and downs again and got it done.
Carlin, would you talk a little bit about your last 2 weeks and coming out of a slump and then going to the top?
Yeah, I just try to put everything in the past, knowing that, I had this opportunity to be aggressive and play in this tournament. And like I said, I just let everything go. I just played the game as aggressive as I could, attacking the rim, making the right reads, making the right shots, and just stepping up and being a leader that the team needed me and that I wanted to be for this team.
Yeah, Tad, Jeff Eisenberg with Yahoo Sports. Just wondering if you could kind of relive that day last year at your house, Selection Sunday, and then also if you've heard from Alec or any of your seniors from last year this week at all.
Well, I texted them all last night about 1:30 in the morning, all 6 guys that were in that room that aren't with us today, and told them we're going to dedicate this game to them. It was the hardest day, one of the hardest days, other than leaving Northern Colorado and telling my team that I was coming to see you. It was the next hardest day in my life as a college basketball coach, because I knew, what that team deserved, and we got shut out. But again, this team wasn't going to be denied, and inspiration can come in a lot of different forms. And for me as a coach, those guys that will never have that opportunity again is what inspired me, to push these guys every day in practice, and I get as much inspiration from our players, probably more than they get from me.
Hi, Mark Myers from Fox. Spencer, knowing you had to win 4 in 4 days, what were your realistic expectations before the tournament, and to achieve what you've done? How thrilling is that to be sitting here as the winner?
We wanted to win the tournament, and we expected to win the tournament. And to win it is a great feeling. I don't know.
Vinny Bonsignore with the Daily News Los Angeles. Carlin, can you contrast your feelings today compared to Selection Sunday last year when you guys went through what you went through, and how much did it inspire you guys this year?
Yeah, it was definitely a heartbreak, and I still have the picture on my phone just to remind me, even though I didn't contribute in minutes played last year, I still understand how it felt. And to come out here today, I told these guys at halftime, there's nothing like the feeling of winning a tournament championship, cutting down those nets and getting all this free gear. But on a serious note, I'm the only person that's been to the tournament, so I know how it feels, and I just wanted these guys to experience it, especially AD and Nate and Trey, because I know what this program has been through, the last 4 years. It wasn't always like this, and those guys deserve it, and I just wanted to win it for them, and I wanted to win it for Coach. So.
Jill Painter, Los Angeles Daily News. Spencer, this is for you. What did this mean to you to do this, having gone to Colorado, being from LA, having won this championship here?
No, that means a lot. That was great. Playing in front of family and friends, and showing that I made the right decision in my college choice. And thank you, Coach. It's just a great feeling though to come back and win this championship, and to make it to the tournament my freshman year. It's a blessing.
Spencer, we talked yesterday, and you said you were happy with winning, a little disappointed in your shooting. Did you put a little emphasis on it, and how did it feel hitting that first 3 and going 4 for 4?
That felt good to hit your first shot. It always gets you rolling. But I just credit the seniors and stuff for believing in me, and they told me don't stop shooting. And even though I was in a little bit of a slump throughout the tournament, they just said, when we pass it to you, just make the shot. So I got to keep shooting.
Sean Zaglinski, CBS Sports. This is for Carlin. Talk to me a little bit about not looking too far behind. Yesterday you had that windmill dunk. What was the response that you got after that happened yesterday? And did that put any more pressure on you to deliver another performance or a signature moment today?
I had like 50 texts waiting for me yesterday after that. Everybody's saying, I made SportsCenter and whatnot, but that's something I've done before, so it wasn't too exciting for me. I just knew I wanted to put an exclamation on the game and make sure we won. And today I was just trying to finish at the rim, like I said earlier. So, I'm thankful, and that God gave me this talent and ability to leap.
Spencer, do you feel any pressure at all? You get out there and you feel loose, you're hitting everything. That's pretty unusual for a freshman. And Ted, did you see that in Spencer when you were recruiting him?
You start.
No, I don't really feel any pressure. I practice every day, and I played hard and I prepared. And once again, the seniors and the coaching staff, they instill confidence in me every single day. So I don't feel any pressure. I just got to go out there and play.
You know, in terms of recruiting Spencer, I mean, the thing I love about his game is he can affect it in so many different ways. And, you know, I saw Spencer score 20, 25 points in games when I watched him play. I remember seeing him play a game where he didn't score a point, but he ran the team and he rebounded, he made plays for others. And, you know, he's got the ability, I think, to be a leader like Carlin's been on the perimeter. And Nate, I think he's learned from two great seniors this year. And, you know, as his career progresses, his game will continue to evolve. And, but, again, what makes his game great is he can affect the game so many different ways. And shooting is just one of them. Scoring is just one of them. You know, one of the things I talked to Spencer about, you know, hopefully the last couple of weeks, every time I'd see him, be aggressive, be aggressive, be aggressive. Because when he's aggressive, he's pretty darn good.
Hey, Coach Rashawn Haylock, FoxSportsWest.com. These two local guys, can you talk about not just this weekend, but the contributions and the impact they've had on your program?
Yeah, I mean, I think our veterans would attest to that. You know, these guys have come in and with a confidence and a little bit of a swagger about them, and sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it can get a little bit too much, and that's why sometimes they got to be put in their place by the coaches or seniors. But when the ball goes up and we're all trying to win a game, I think our guys love the fact that Spencer and Ski are here, and they do have the attitude and the swagger that they got because that's what helps you win games. You got to have a little bit of that to win. But when we recruit LA guys like Spencer and Ski, you know, we talk about moments like this. Spencer and I talked about it on the phone, coming back to LA and making a statement. And I think both those young men have started pretty good in their careers. And the good thing is they got 3 years left.
Jill Painter, LA Daily News. Tad, can you talk about your feelings when you're watching Carlin go up for these windmill dunks? What's that?
I just want him to finish them now. Carlin's banged a few off the back of the rim, but I'm telling you what, big players make big-time plays on big-time stages. And I think, you know, what you saw out of Carlin Brown these last 4 games is a guy who kind of put this team on his shoulders. He's been more vocal than he's been all year in timeouts and huddles on the floor, encouraging his teammates. And those windmill dunks are just icing on the cake. So I'm extremely proud of him and all of our seniors. But Carlin he deserves the MVP of this tournament because he was big when we needed him to be big.
We got time for 2 more, please.
Austin, down the stretch, you guys had a series of air balls. The ball went through your legs. You missed 2 free throws. What were you thinking on the last possession?
Just get a stop. You know, for all the stuff that was going our way, we still had the opportunity to dig in on the defensive end, which is what we've been preaching all year, and get a stop and win it that way. And, you know, I just think once again, it was kind of fitting. It would have been nice if we could have ended the game a little bit smoother. If I could have knocked down a couple free throws or caught that pass. But, you know, we went down on the other end. Once again, we, you know, just dug in defensively and got a stop.
For everyone on the dais, what did it mean to have the members of your student section, and who made the decision to let one of them be the first to cut down the net?
Mike Bone, our athletic director, who is as big a part of this win as anybody at our university. And we brought him in the locker room after the game because I wouldn't be the coach at Colorado if it wasn't for Mike Bone. You know, his leadership and bringing those students here, I think, is a testament to, you know, what he's all about. And that's help make dreams come true and lifelong experiences as a student athlete or a student at the University of Colorado become a reality. And I'm just so thankful that those 50 kids could come here and experience this with us. They're a big part of it, as are the rest of the students who've been supporting us all year at the Coors Event Center. I know a lot of you haven't seen a game there, but it's a special place, and Mike Bone's a big part of that. So to me, I tip my hat to him.
We can slip in one more. All right, thank you.
Take it.